I see the stain. I feel like it's gonna bother me this whole fucking video, but it's alright. So what's up, guys? It's DRichardRTs123 coming at you guys again with another video. I hope the lighting is good. This is my first time recording in the daytime with this camera indoors. I want to get like that light skin effect, you get what I'm saying? We're gonna be making a part 2 to the video I made about 3 years ago. That video is sitting currently at 65,000 views. I appreciate everybody who's watched it, liked it, shared it, interacted with it. But a lot of the comments were saying it wasn't a fair comparison to do the Montclair Maya to a Chilliwack because one is a coat and one's a lightweight jacket. And I thought about it, and you guys are right. So what did I do? I went out and I bought another coat, popped out with this. So now we about to do Canada Goose versus Moose Knuckles. I feel like right now is the perfect time to make this video. Winter's right around the corner. I'm blessed to have both of these coats, but I know a lot of people aren't. They want to get one of these and they don't know which one. So this video is for you. I'm going to go through all the features of both coats. I'm going to tell you which coat I think you should buy this winter. Both are big investments and you're going to want to keep this coat for a long time, so you want to make the right choice. Before I get into the video, if you haven't seen my last video, I went to Mexico, spent a week out there. I almost burnt down the fucking resort, so just go tune in. It's an hour-long vlog. I normally don't do those kind of things, but I wanted to step outside the box for the one time. Show it some love, go watch it, like it, share it, do all you gotta do. So I really liked how I formatted the last video, so I kind of took notes and I have them saved. So we're gonna do it based on a couple of categories. We're gonna be reviewing the price, the presentation, the looks and the styling, the functionality, durability. We're going to talk about the hood, the tags, and miscellaneous things like the zippers. And after that, I'm going to wear it. And then after that, I'm going to review it and let you know which one you guys should buy. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So, like I said, we're reviewing the Chilliwack to the 3Q. This coat I bought back in 2019 in July. I paid $920 after tax. Which is a fucking amazing price when you take into account how much it costs today. I just googled it. A Canada Goose Chilliwack with fur is going to cost you $15.75 before tax at the Canada Goose website. They do also have an option with no fur for $12.95. I don't know why you wouldn't get it with fur, so I'm going to just be calling it $1,600. Even in the last video, a lot of people were like so amazed that I only paid $920 for this coat. I bought it before COVID. And every year they raise the price of these luxury coats. It's not just this one. They raise the price of the Moose Knuckles, the Montclairs, the Macages, the Canada Gooses. All these luxury coats raise price all the time. So if you want to buy a coat, I feel like now is the time to buy it before the prices go up next year. So yeah, I paid $920 after tax for this one. I bought this from a third-party reseller. It's like a store in New York. They sell authentic designer and things like that. I didn't get this from the actual Canada Goose store. This coat, the 3Q, I bought it back in February of this year. Actually January 18th to be exact. I paid $12.95.61 after tax. So if we're comparing the today's price of the Goose to the 3Q wins automatically. There is a Moose Knuckles bomber jacket, which I think is $5 cheaper than the 3Q. I don't think, there's no reason why you should get that coat because the 3Q is $5 more. Even the fucking bomber is cheaper than the Goose today's price. So 1 point goes to the Moose Knuckles for pricing. It's cheaper. Next, we're going to talk about looks and styling. Let me grab the other one. So for looks and styling, me personally, I think that the Moose Knuckles gets the point on this one. I just think it looks better. It's more flashy. That's kind of my thing. You see it's a black coat and I got the white fur. There's a lot of different colors. You can get the fur, you get it black, you get it brown. There's a bunch of colors. And I also like the buttons and just the materials. They're like chrome metal. I really fuck with it. Just the quality is A1 on this coat. It's a little flashy, so if you're a little older or if you don't really like being flashy, this might not be your thing, but I definitely fuck with this. The Canada Goose is more of like a low-key, subtle vibe. You won't know it's a goose until you see the logo. But yeah, the zippers are black, the buttons are black. You know, it's a black coat. You can get this in a few different colors, but the fur is always going to stay the same if you get it with fur. This is going to be this fur. I took it off because I'm going to show you guys later in a few why. There's only one color fur you can get, and it's this. So, yeah. But this is what it looks like. Actually, let me put on the fur so you guys can see what it actually looks like. This is what it looks like with the fur on. Very iconic look, you know. I'm from New York. These coats are so common in New York City. Not only in New York, all over the world, really. They're all popular. So this is nothing new. I'm not showing you guys nothing groundbreaking. This is what the Goose looks like. Styling, like I said, I'm going to give it to the Moose Knuckles. This is a more personal preference thing, so You might think this looks better, but me personally, I think the 3Q looks better. All right, next we're gonna talk about presentation, and by presentation I mean how it came. So starting off with the Moose Knuckles 3Q, it does come with this hanger. It says Moose Knuckles there in metal. This probably costs like about 50 cents to make in China, but you know, it's a nice little touch. The Moose Knuckles also came with this dust bag, as you guys can see. You know, you just keep it in there for the winter. The back, it says Moose Knuckles, and it has the Moose Knuckles logo right here. It also came with this big ass bag. It says Moose Knuckles they're at the bottom. Very nice bag, it's very big. And it came with this receipt pouch and the receipt, of course. The Canada Goose does not have any of this. Like I told you guys, I bought it from a third-party reseller, so it didn't come with any of the bags or the amenities. If you were to go into the Canada Goose store today, you'd most likely get all of this. Just like with my Montclair and even a Macaj that I seen somebody buy, it comes with the same exact thing. I honestly feel like they use the same kind of distributor or whatever, because it comes with the same kind of box and the same kind of dust bag. So honestly, the point goes to both. You know, the presentation is the exact same. Like I said, I don't have any of the Canada Goose stuff, but if you were to go to the Canada Goose store, you'd 100% get a bag and a dust bag, and you know, you get a nice receipt pouch and all that good stuff. Now we're going to be talking about functionality. So starting with the Goose. The Goose has two pockets on the top, right here and right here. You got two pockets on the bottom. Hopefully you guys can see that. This pocket has the Canada Goose logo. You got one pocket on the sleeve here. You can't really fit anything, maybe like a wallet or something. And then you got a pocket on the inside, which is not buttoned or zippered or anything. It's just kind of like open. The top two and bottom two pockets of the Goose are fleece lined. For those of you guys who don't know, fleece is basically like a warming material. So like, let's say your hands are cold, you put them inside your pockets, you rub it around a little bit, and your hands are not warm. During the winter time when I wear this coat, I keep my hands up here at all times. It's just a comfortable position and it keeps my hands warm, so why not? So yeah, the Goose has a total of 6 pockets. The exterior is this very rough, well, it's not rough, but it's rugged, it's very durable. It's a nice material. The Moose Knuckles also has 6 pockets, however they're placed differently. So the bottom 2 pockets are here, and they're actually with a button, unlike the Canada Goose, which are with Velcro. They're also fleece lined the bottom 2. One thing I don't like about the Moose Knuckles is that it has no pockets up here, so I can't put my arms up here, unlike the Goose. It has one medium-sized pocket on the shoulder here. This is good for like a wallet as well. You can't really fit a phone here. And then you have another pocket here on the breast. This is a lot bigger. You can fit a phone here or whatever. It's kind of like on the outside, and this is also fleece lined. So by whatever imagination, if you want to put your hand on the outside, that's also a possibility. It also does have 2 pockets on the inside. One right here has the Moose Knuckle, I guess, logo, and then one on the other side. This one is more low key. It has like a plastic zipper. You can barely even see it as is until open it, or it's already open. So yeah, this is there. And then this one is not fleece lined. Yeah, it's not. Oh shit, I just found some cologne. Fuck it, why not? So they both have 6 pockets. I think personally I'm gonna go with the Goose, just because of the fact that the pockets up here are clutch. I'm gonna show you guys when I'm wearing it, how I walk with it, and how it looks. I think it's perfect fitment. I think all coats should have pockets right up here, but you know, it is what it is. I also don't really like the fact that the bottom pockets don't really have Velcro. It does have a button that you can, you know, button it here. This is mainly where I put my hands, where I wear this jacket. Like I said, it's nice and warm, so I just keep them there. The only redeeming quality is the breast pocket on the 3Q. It's deep and it's fleece lined, so if you want to keep something warm there, you can keep it there. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Goose on that one. Again, that is subjective. If these pockets don't mean anything to you, then maybe you'll think the Moose Knuckles is better. Alright, so durability. This isn't really going to be fair because I've had the Canada Goose for 5 years and I've had the Moose Knuckles for, I think, 7 months. So it's not really fair, but I'm going to try my best to make it fair. Not really. I'm going to give the points to the Canada Goose as is. I've had this for 5 years. You can barely tell. It's a little discolored, but it's nothing crazy. You can probably see some discoloration right here on the bottom of the pocket. And there's one small little hole on the arm right there. Other than that, you can't really tell that this jacket is worn. But it is a little dirty because I haven't taken it to the dry cleaners. but you know, it's held up 5 years, 5 winters. It's amazing in the rain. I take off this fur in the winter and it's amazing. I love this jacket a lot. I wear it when it rains, I wear it when it snows, when it's fucking 5 degrees out, and this jacket has not let me down not one time. Like I said, it's not really a fair comparison because I've only had this for 7 months. I don't like the exterior of the coat. I feel like this is a little too stiff. When I got this Goose right off the bat, the material is softer. It's more like a nylon. I don't know what this is. It's kind of like it kind of feels like Vans. Like, you know the canvas on Vans? It kind of feels like that. And one thing I hate about this coat is that it attracts lint and any kind of thing really easy. When I first got this coat, this was shedding a lot, this fox fur, and it was getting all over this to the point where I had to go buy a lint roller because it was so much and it's so hard to like take off because, you know, it sticks onto this. That's one thing I don't like about this exterior. So I'm gonna give the point to the Goose just off those facts. Now I want to talk about the hoods for a little bit. So the hood on the 3Q is removable. There's buttons here to take it off. You just pop it right off, you know, with these buttons and just wear it as is. One thing I hate about this coat is that the fur is not removable. You cannot take off the fur on this. I don't know why they did that. It really makes no sense to me. The hood on this also has this little thing where you can tighten it to make it tighter if you do like it. And it has this thing to put under like your neck and all that stuff. And there is a drawstring here to tighten it as well. The Goose does not have a removable hood. It does have removable fur. I showed you guys the fur off. I think that's a great feature. I take that off in the rain because, like I said in the first video, if this shit gets wet, it's over. You know, this shit stinks and it doesn't look right. I've had this coat for 5 years. I've never worn this in the rain. And look how it looks perfect. It looks brand new. If it was to have rain on it, it'd be all like clumped up. It'll look ugly. So if you're in the market for a Chilliwack, whenever it's raining or whenever you're trying to take the coats to the dry cleaners, just make sure you take this off. This is real coyote fur, by the way. People say it can get wet. I've seen coats with this shit with it wet and it looks horrible, so I don't want to take the risk. It's your guys' money, it's your guys' coat. If you want to go do that, go right ahead. Getting back to the hood on the Goose is not removable, unfortunately. And it does also have the same tightening thing that the Moose Knuckles had. And it also has drawstrings as well, but this drawstrings is black, those are metal. Honestly, I feel like I'm going to give the point to... I don't even know. I want to say the Goose because the fur is removable, but you know, then again, the hood is removable on the Moose Knuckles. Not like I'd ever remove the hood. I think that's stupid. I just want to wear that coat when it's raining out. This also has the tunnel hood mode, which the Moose Knuckle does not have. So I'm gonna go with the Goose with this point. I feel like this is a very biased review because I've had this for 5 years. I've had this for 7 months. But I actually do like this coat a lot. Don't get me wrong. I love the 3Q. Alright, now we're going to get into the tags and the logos for a little bit. So, starting off with the Goose. You got the infamous Canada Goose patch here. This is a patched on. You know, it's never going to come off. I don't think it's that cheaply made. You got the Canada Goose emblem here with the little tag. Size small. This is a small. On the outside, there is a Canada Goose, I guess, emblem there. And as far as like authenticity tags goes, I'm going to show you guys that. It comes in like this little pouch. I took it out of the pouch so you guys can see it. Only really 2 tags matter in this version of the coat. The newer ones have RFID and all that stuff, but this didn't have that technology at the time. Like I said, it's a 2019 version. So I do have the holographic tag. If you're getting one of these older coats, make sure it has this holographic tag. This is how you tell this one's real. None of the fake ones have holographic tags, or they're very shitty made, so you know you'd be able to tell pretty quickly. And also this downfill tag here. The fake ones have very thick edges. This one on the real ones is very thin, and you can obviously see the difference and the quality there. There's just a bunch of other miscellaneous tags that I usually keep in the pouch. But yeah, that's it for these tags. As far as the Moose Knuckles goes, there's a big Moose Knuckles patch in metal. This is solid metal here. I don't know how this is on. I'm pretty sure it's, I don't know if it's glue to iron. I honestly don't know, but it's not like a patch. It's actual, like, you know, it's 2 different pieces, if you guys can see. The Moose Knuckles logo is on the inside of the jacket pocket. And then you got this big ass logo of 2 fuckers playing hockey. It says Moose Knuckles Downfield Canada. Unlike the Goose, this one has RFID technology. This one's 2024 model, as you guys know. So if you put your phone up to the tag, you'd be able to get like an NFC kind of thing. I'll show some B-roll of me showing it because it's coming up kind of bright here. So yeah. But as far as the tags go, it's nothing too crazy, you know, just regular stuff. You know, this is the way to check if your moose knuckles is real. Just hold your phone up to this, and if it goes directly to the moose knuckles site, then you know you're good. For this round, I'm gonna go with the moose knuckles only because it has the RFID technology, and I think this tag is fucking cool as shit. You know, the two guys fighting. Like I said, the Goose is older, it doesn't have RFID. If this was a newer model, I'm 100% sure it would, but you know, it is what it is. Moose Knuckles wins this round. Now I'm going to get into the zippers, hoods, and all the miscellaneous things. So the zipper on this one is like, I think this is an axe. I'll show some B-roll of it. It's nice and metal. It's a YKK zipper. It's very high quality. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's very high quality. I don't think that's breaking anytime soon. These buttons are also metal. They're not as durable metal as the rest of the coat, but they're still nice. I really love these buttons. They give it a big touch to the coat, and the zippers on the side, they're all metal and high quality. There's not one thing on this coat that I think is made wrong. This also has the feature of like the jacket splitting here. You open both sides of the coat. Like let's say you want to sit down, you just open this up and it's able to split. The Canada Goose does not have that, unfortunately. And like I said, the logo is metal. For this round, I'm going to go with the moose knuckles on this one. Just the overall fit and finish and the materials used is way better than the Goose. The only thing I don't like I said again, is the exterior material. Alright, so here's the Goose. This is also a YKK zipper. Again, it's not as durable. This is plastic as opposed to metal. So, you know, it's a big difference. Let me make the zipper sounds for anybody that wants to hear that shit. Don't get me wrong, this is a very high quality zipper. Like, see? I've never had an issue with the zipper, but it's just not metal like the other one. One thing that the Goose has that the 3Q does not have, it has a second zipper at the bottom. So let's say you zip this up, right? And you're wearing this like with a cool t-shirt at the bottom and you want to show that. Zip it up from the bottom and then you have an open coat. I never use that feature, but some people like that. I just don't see a need in it. The buttons are also, you know, they're high quality, but they're not as good as the moose knuckles. And the logo is a patch, you know, so flimsy patch. It's never gonna come off. I don't think it's flimsy to the point where it'll like fall off when I wash it. This coat does use Velcro on the bottom pockets, unlike the moose knuckles, which doesn't have any Velcros. So they talk about the cuffs for a little. So the cuffs on the Goose are ribbed. As you guys can see, they fit to your wrist, as well as the bottom of the coat is also ribbed. You guys can see that as well. The moose knuckles also has ribbing, but it's kind of like protruded in. Like you see how it's pushed in, it doesn't come out like, I mean it does, but it's meant to stay like this, unlike the Goose where it's, you know, out there. There's no ribbing on the bottom, unfortunately. It doesn't really make a difference to me. I think that's all the comparisons I can make right now. I'm gonna throw these coats both on so you guys can see what they look on me, and then we'll go from there. Alright, hopefully you guys can see me. I had to step back a little because I want you guys to see the full coat. This is a size small. For measurement purposes, I'm 5'6" and I weigh around 135, 140. One thing I found hilarious, in the first video, there was a guy that was like, oh, you're 5'6", you're coming out of that shit easy. Like, pussy nigga, pull up and find out, bro. Yeah, internet niggas be on some other shit. This is what the coat looks like zipped up. Let me put on the hood so y'all guys can see that. Boom. You know, calm shit. I have the size zipped up. You see it's way tighter when it's zipped down. Hopefully you guys can see that. I can't see shit from where I'm at. That's what it looks like. This is what the back looks like. Do a 360 for y'all. This is what the hood looks like. If you want to close it, we could do that too. Alright, that's how it looks. You know, it fits me great. You know, I can layer it, or I could just wear this with a t-shirt. I think it's fine with just a t-shirt underneath. This is also fleece. I don't know why you'd want to keep your hand in this, but you could if you want to. It's your coat at the end of the day. You know, if you just want to walk with it open, that's how it looks open. 360. Oh, alright, let me switch into the Goose. Alright, so this is what the Canada Goose looks like on body. I zipped it up for y'all. right off the bat, I can tell this is extreme. This is way more lighter than the 3Q. You know, you can put your hands here, you can put them up here. Chilling. This is how I walk when I wear this coat. This is why I wish that the 3Q came with these pockets. It's so fucking convenient to have your pockets up here when you're walking. You know, you just keep your hands there and they keep it warm. But yeah, do a 360 for y'all. This is also a size small, so that's how it looks on me. Like I said again, I'm 5'6", I weigh 130. Boom. Let me show y'all the hood feature I was talking about. So this is called tunnel vision, or tunnel feature. You zip it up, right? So this feature blocks you from any type of cold from all sides. It's just a little dangerous if you're walking because your peripherals are blocked. I use that very rarely, but you know, sometimes it does come in clutch when it's extremely cold and windy out. That's how the coat looks. Let me also show you the feature where you can zip it up from the bottom in the case y'all want to show off your t-shirt or your hoodie or some shit. Again, I think this looks stupid, but some people, they might like that, so you know, you rock out with your cock out. Alright, this is what it looks like unbuttoned. Boom. Do a 360. There you go. See that? Chilling. Alright, so y'all see me wear the two, y'all see me review the two. Now it's time for what I think. Me personally, if I was in a place where I didn't have either and I can only buy one, I'm definitely going with the Moose Knuckles. Not only is the Moose Knuckles cheaper, it looks better, it has way better materials. The only thing, like I said, I don't like is the exterior, but other than that, everything else blows the Canada Goose out the water. In terms of warmth, I've worn both of them when it's really cold out. They're about the same level of protection from the cold. If anything, I'd give a slight advantage to the Moose Knuckles because it covers more of my body. The Canada Goose just goes up to the waistline. It is a bomber at the end of the day. And I know there's going to be some people that's like, oh, well, that's not a fair comparison. You're supposed to be comparing the 3Q to the Expedition. I already thought about that. I looked up the cost of an Expedition with fur. It's $19.50 before tax. There's no comparison at that point. The 3Q blows Canada Goose out the water. It doesn't matter. Don't get me wrong. The Canada Goose Chilliwack is an amazing jacket. I probably see myself wearing it for another 5 to 10 years. That's how durable it is. I just think in today's market, $1,600 for that coat is definitely not worth it. You can get the 3Q for that price, and then you still got some money to get another fit or 2 fits for the winter time if you want to look good. At the end of the day, the decision is yours. Like I said, I would personally go get the 3Q and then just use the extra bread for some more fits. I just don't really see the point in paying $1,600 for a bomber and $19.50 for the Expedition Parka, which is similar to the 3Q. That's the end of this video. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Let me know if I missed anything. I can make a part 2 easy. Just let me know. A lot of people, like I said, was talking shit about the comparison to the Maya and the Chilliwack. Now I'm doing the Chilliwack to the 3Q. Watch there still be people talk shit that the 3Q isn't a comparison. But I just showed y'all $19.50 to $11.90. Y'all make the decision on which one is a better buy. If you like the video, hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, do all of that. Let me know what y'all think. It's D Richard Ortiz 123 and I'm signing off. Peace.